again, everybody. Jeannie Zelasco here with Steve Fiziak at the Hardball Central Studios as we get you set for the NLCS matchup here on 2K Sports. The New York Mets are in a bit of a tailspin here, trailing 1-2 in the series after a strong Game 1 performance. These guys need to show a little more stamina here, Steve.
This is a big game for them. Win it and they even everything up. Lose and they find themselves on the brink.
And if you can't pick yourself up for the big game, then you just don't belong in the postseason.
It's the veterans on this club that need to step it up here. They know how to handle the pressures this late in the postseason, and this is where that experience can lead a team to victory.
And now we head out to the field with John Miller and Joe Morgan. Guys?
Thanks, Jeannie. Game 4 of this league championship series is coming up next. Just missed with the fastball. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a fastball in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sometimes you have to tip your hat to the pitcher when he nails the corner like that one.
The 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball bounces to the plate this time. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging and a miss by Jock Jones, and that evens up the count. The 2-2 coming. Now swing of the ball is hit high in the air to right field. This one is really struck well. Gone. A home run.
Well, he challenged him with the four-seam fastball. That's just the overpowering fastball, but he didn't overpower the hitter. And what he did was hit it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, this is when it gets good, though, Joe. This is big league hard ball. The power pitcher throwing his best fastball, and the power hitter getting right on. The bases are empty, nobody out. Now Duker ready to go back to work. He throws. Breaking ball swung out and missed. It's 0-1. He delivers. Hit sharply right down the line. Right. Dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, man. Right.
Here's some action on the replay. 2K Sports top play.
Left his feet and turned in a spectacular play on this one.
Well, this ball is hit very hard, but he's still able to pull it in. That's one as a third baseman. You might want to take a little inventory after that one to make sure everything is still safe.
First pitch on the way. Swung on and lined out to right center. And they can't cut it off. It will roll to the wall. The throw over to second. Safe at second.
This isn't the best job of hitting ever, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And this one allows him to pull into second with a double.
Michael Barrett steps in. In the postseason so far, he's hitting around a mediocre .250 with runners in scoring position. First pitch, here it comes. There's a swing and a rocket toward short. Reyes on to first for out number 2. Brian Giles comes to bat here during this postseason. He has not hit well in the clutch, hitting below .230 with runners in scoring position. Runner in scoring position at second base with 2 down.
That's a great pitch, John. Let's see if he decides to try to get him to chase one outside now.
He throws. And, whoa, he just got out of the way of that one as it's up the middle. Gonzalez around third, heading for the plate. And he gambled and lost there as he's tagged out on his way to the plate. The San Diego Padres get a run on the homer and take the lead. Now we'll go to the bottom of inning number 1. The Padres on top, 1-0. Cliff Lee pitching for them in this one as the starter. He is 1-0 in the postseason. First pitch to him. In there at the lettering on his shirt for a strike. 0-1. Cliff Lee ready, delivers. Smash toward the hole. Gonzalez puts it away for the out.
This is all reflex here. Great play by the first baseman to get that big glove up there and spear it.
Base is empty, 1 out. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I thought he might take a swing at that one, John, but he was obviously looking for something else.
Runs up to bunt, and he gets this one down. Barrett, and a good throw gets him. 2 down.
He was bunting for a hit, but they got it in time, and he's out at first.
And, Joe, we've got a very solid group of umpires working the game today.
Yeah, the best of the best.
2 outs, nobody on. The pitch. Started to go around, but it's in there for a called strike anyway. 0-1. That's a strike. Beltran's going to have to take a much more defensive stance here rather than looking to launch one over the wall.
Let's see what he wants to do now. No balls, 2 strikes. A lot of different ways he can go here.
Mighty swing and a miss by Beltran. He has struck out. First pitch, here it comes. Ground ball to short. Reyes. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away.
That was a nice throw by the shortstop. He wings it over to first to get the hitter out.
1 out, nobody on. First pitch on the way. Lays off a called strike, and it's 0-1. So Duque sends the 1-strike pitch plateward. And here's a fly ball to straightaway left. Gomez is right there as he puts it away.
He swings under this one, and the result is an easy out.
Scott Hairston gets a turn here. He has struggled so far in the postseason this year, hitting below 200. Base is empty, 2 down here. Now Duque ready to go back to work. He throws. And a ground ball. He swings and it's a fly ball to right field. Church puts it away for out number 3. And they're gone in short order. Now we'll move on to the bottom of the second. San Diego out on top, 1-0. The middle of the order, the 4, 5, 6 spots coming up next. Ground ball.
Well, he wants to get a big hit here. He's down by 1, and the fans are really into this one. With him ahead in the count like this, I think we're going to see him try to utilize that changeup of his to get him swinging.
Oh, Delgado has been called out on strikes.
Well, that's a perfect pitch with the changeup. Down and away, not a lot the hitter could do with it.
He froze him that time with a pitch right on the outside corner.
Sure did. As a hitter, you've got to recognize the pitcher's tendencies up there. I think the pitcher had him guessing more than he should have been.
1 out, nobody on. First pitch to him. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Now it's 0-2. Wright will have to swing at anything close.
Two great pitches right on the edge. Now he's got him in trouble.
Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. David Wright has been called out on strikes.
Well, that was a fine strikeout, John.
Yep, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and adios, amigo. Gomez comes in ready to hit. During the postseason, he's hitting only .200 with runners in scoring position. First pitch on the way. Looked like the cutter that time for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball swung on and missed. 0-2.
He's way ahead in the count. All the pressure falls on the hitter now. He's got to make contact.
Changeup, and he takes a called third strike, and that will end the inning. And they're gone in short order here. We'll go to the top of inning number 3. The Padres on top, 1-0. The numbers 9, 1, and 2 spots coming up next. The off-speed pitch in there for a called strike. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch is a changeup, swung on and missed. 0-2. He kicks, he throws. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 1 down.
That's a hard-breaking curveball right there. He's threw it right past him for the strikeout.
Jones will be the batter. He homered back in the first. Nobody on base with 1 out. First pitch, here it comes. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. A shot up the middle. Makes its way through for a base hit. And he pulls into first with that base hit with 1 out.
Well, he tried to sneak a changeup past him that time, but he keeps his hand back and just waits.
Iguchi will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. With 1 out, there's a runner at first. First pitch to him. Ground to the second, could be 2. Castillo, that's 1. And 2, a double play. So no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. And we move on now to the home half of the third. The Padres lead it 1-0. It's the last third of the batting order coming up. That's a called strike. It's 0-1.
I think that pitch got there a lot quicker than he expected it to.
He kicks, he throws. Ground ball to short. Green picks it up. And his throw is in time for the first out of the inning.
That shortstop's right there to glove it, and then fires to first base for the out.
Base is empty with 1 out. On the way. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. Gonzalez. Oh, and they run into each other. I hope they're all right.
Great job here by the first baseman with the force out. That's a nice, simple defensive play.
Hernandez steps to the plate for the first time in this one. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch on the way. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Kuzmanov throws on the first, and the side is retired. And they go down in short order. We're through 3 innings now. San Diego's out in front, 1-0. The numbers 3, 4, 5 spots in the orders coming up next. Oh, and he makes the catch. More in defense there than anything else, but nicely done. Barrett will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. 1 out, none on. First pitch, here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. Duque sends the 1-strike pitch plateward. Line towards second. Castillo throws to first, and he's retired for out number 2.
That was a nice put out there, John, and he gets the easy force at first base.
Base is empty, 2 down. He deals. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Good eye there by Giles, and the count is even.
Well, he tried to get him to chase that backdoor pitch, but the guy laid off of it. Nice job by the hitter.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a line drive to center field. That should be a base hit. And with 2 down, they've got a man aboard here.
That was a good pitch over the outside part of the plate, but he likes the ball there. He can extend his arms and drive it just like he did there.
Kuzmanov will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. Runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch to him. Swing and a liner to right. That looks like a base hit.
You've got to be disciplined as a hitter to be able to go out and get that pitch down and away. But he's been able to hit that pitch pretty well most of his career, and he does it again here.
Khalil Green is up now. So far this postseason, in these clutch situations with runners in scoring position, he's hitting above 280. First pitch, here it comes. Lined right at the second baseman. Castillo up with it, and he's in trouble as he's tagged out between first and second. No runs on a couple of hits and 2 men left. Now we move on to the bottom of the 4th. The Padres lead 1-0. Top of the lineup coming up next. He throws. First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike.
Some guys like that fastball up and in, but unfortunately that time the pitcher got the call for a strike because he didn't swing.
On 1, Cliff Lee ready, delivers. And a strike makes it 0-2. And Reyes is no stranger to an 0-2 count where he's got to be very protective.
Now you're in the hole. You just got to concentrate on making contact.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. It is foul.
And now, John, he's really in trouble. 0-2. And he has a tendency to be overly aggressive in these situations.
Good slurve that time, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Well, he tried to get him to chase that backdoor pitch, but the guy laid off of it. Nice job by the hitter. If I'm pitching, I'm locating outside of the zone here. No reason to throw a strike with the count 1-2.
Strike 3 swinging. Reyes just could not make contact. Too bad.
John, that's right at the knees. Great location with 2 strikes. Fooled him completely.
Base is empty. 1 out. Lee with his first pitch. Fastball in there, and it's 0-1.
That's a perfect location for a strikeout. Let's see if he goes back there again.
And he delivers. Lays off the cut. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to pitch. That swung on and hit well. Deep center field. Jones is going to have room, though, and he puts it away for the out. Beltran,
he's a switch hitter, and he's going to bat from the right side here. Base is empty. 2 down here.
Swing and a shot down the left field line. Hairston puts it away, and the side is retired. And they go quietly this half inning.
5th inning upcoming here at Shea. San Diego has the lead
1-0.
They'll have the 8-9-1 spots coming up.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, you can't handle a fastball up and away. Might as well wait for something better.
Here it comes. And it's fouled off.
Curveball got him. 1 away.
When you pitch a hitter inside, you better not make a mistake and get it over the plate. He doesn't right here. Perfect pitch. Down and in.
Lean will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
1 out. Nobody on.
First pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center.
It falls and in there. Base hit.
They started him out with the fastball that time, but he just lines this one in the right field for a base hit.
One on, 1 out. Pitch on the way.
Swung on and lined to right field. And that gets through for a base hit.
He's in there at second.
Johnny really got a hold of that one and just scoots it by the infielders for a base hit.
Tadahito Iguchi up now. In the clutch, he's hitting right at 400. Outstanding. The runners in scoring position.
A throw back to second, but he's back in time.
1 out. Runners at first and second.
First pitch to him. That swung on and lined towards the gap in left center.
And it is starting to head out toward the wall, and he's thinking extra bases. Now here comes a runner for the plate. No play at the plate. He comes across to score.
Well, this is where, as a pitcher, you have got to put an end to this rally.
Yeah, this could get ugly in a hurry.
It's not out of reach yet, but this is where you've got to bear down and try to keep your team in the ballgame.
First pitch, here it comes. Has him out front as he swings and misses. Strike 1.
Livingston, a left-hander, now getting ready in the bullpen.
I don't think they'll call him in just yet, John, since the lefty isn't due for a little while. We'll just have to wait and see what the man...
Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. Castillo, and he throws the first in time for out number 2. Michael Barrett comes in.
During the postseason, he's hitting only 200 with runners in scoring position. Runner on third, 2 down.
He throws. That swung on and a high fly ball to right. Church makes the catch to retire the side. The Padres scored 2 on 3 hits, and they strand a man on base. On we go to the last half of inning number 5. San Diego's out in front, 3-0.
The big hitters in the lineup right there in the middle coming up next.
Here's one popped foul to the left side.
Well, the crowd is behind him. They want to see him get on base.
On 1, Cliffley ready, delivers. Swing and a liner to right.
That looks like a base hit. So he's there at first. And nobody out.
Wright will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Nobody out and a runner at first.
First pitch to him.
You got to lay off that high inside fastball. I know he wasn't looking for that pitch.
strike takes the ball. Now the count is even.
That pitch is a curveball away. It just stays out there, and the hitter's able to lay off of it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Good moving cutter there. And it's 1-2 now.
This pitch runs up and in, and he doesn't want to offer at it, and I don't blame him.
The 1-2 pitch coming.
Lays off that pitch high and tight. Ball 2.
You still got to pitch the waste here, John, with the count 2-2. Throw one wide and see if he'll chase it.
Big curveball, just about had him. Now it's a full count. Right, ready in the box, and here's the payoff pitch to him. Called strike 3. David Wright has been called out on strikes. Gomez steps in. During the postseason, he's hitting only .200 with runners in scoring position. Runner at first, 1 down. He deals. Swings and lines this one back up the middle. Makes its way through for a base hit. The slide, but the throw is there, and he is out at second. Ryan Church at the plate. During this postseason, he's hit only .250. Runner at first with 2 down. They throw over the first, and he has to dive, but he's back in time.
2 down, a runner at first.
First pitch is a big breaker for a called strike 1.
One of the toughest things to do is hit a hanging inside curveball, and he couldn't handle that.
0-1, Cliffley ready, delivers.
Well, he tried to throw it down and away, but it got away from him.
Now he's set. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
And he hits this one foul. The 1-2 pitch. And fouled away. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Church is struck out.
No runs on 1 base hit and a runner left at first. We've played 5 full. The Padres lead it 3-0.
And for the benefit of those of you just joining.
Now here's a swing and a fly ball. Beltran is right there and he hauls it in.
That's about as easy as it gets for a center fielder.
Kuzmanov
Will come up. He singled his last time.
1 out, nobody on. Now Duque ready to go back to work. He throws.
This one's hit pretty well to deep left center field.
One bouncing into the wall. And he ends up at second. That's a stand-up double.
Green will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
1 out, a runner on second. The first pitch from El Duque. Ground ball up the middle. And it's through. That's a base hit.
Good pitch that time. Gets him to hit it on the ground, but you can see just by picking him up and laying him down, he legs this one out for a base hit.
Scott Hairston gets a shot here. So far in the postseason, he has not hit well in the clutch, hitting below 200 with runners in scoring position.
And a throw over to first. Trying to keep him close, and he's back in time.
Runners at first and third, only 1 out.
Here's a throw over to first. First pitch on the way. That's on the outside corner for a strike.
He kicks, he throws.
Hit on the ground down the first base line. And he boots it. Hernandez.
They get the out at first, but the run comes in to score. And I guess it's time for a little heart-to-heart talk here, John. It doesn't seem like they're going to pull him right away, probably just considering making the change later on.
Lee will be the batter. Base hit his last time up.
Runner on second, 2 down. Now Duque ready to go back to work. He throws.
Took something off and it swung on and missed. Strike one. Oh, and he helped him out on that one. 0-2.
0-2, you got to concentrate on putting the ball in play. Strikeout doesn't help you here.
Here's one popped foul. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he dives back safely.
And this one is fouled off.
He lays off that one outside, and it's 1-2.
Well, he tried to throw a strike with it, but he left that changeup up and away.
Here's Duque's 1-2 offering.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Padres score once on 2 hits with 1 man left out. On to the bottom of the 6th.
San Diego out on top,
4-0. Swung on and grounded towards the hole.
Gonzalez. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag.
I like the nice execution here by the first baseman, and he gets the force out.
Nobody on base with 1 out.
First pitch, here it comes. Swing and a drive. Deep left center.
Tell it goodbye. Well, they're still down by 3. That home run gets something going here, and they're hoping to keep it going. So it's a pinch hit home run, and that it may not have been what they were looking for, but they are certainly happy to take it.
Well, John, when you have guys on your bench, you always want one that can come in and deliver the big fly, and this guy knows how to do it.
Base is empty with 1 out.
Lee ready, delivers. He starts him off with a strike on the inside part of the plate.
I think that pitch got there a lot quicker than he expected it to.
On 1, Cliff Lee ready, delivers.
Hit in the air to center field. Jones is in his tracks as he puts this one away.
He just gets him to swing underneath this thing and lofts an easy fly to center. Good pitch.
2 outs, nobody on.
First pitch to it. He swings and it's a fly ball to right field. Giles makes the catch and the side is retired. The New York Mets narrow the deficit a bit as they pick up a run on the homer. At the end of 6 full innings, the Padres on top 4-1.
And the top of the order is coming up. Sanchez's first pitch
lays off a called strike, and it's 0-1.
A fly ball. Gone! A home run! That puts another run to their lead. The big fly putting them up by 4 in this one.
Jones is our choice for
power performer of the game as he hits his second big fly of the game.
No doubt about it, John. This guy's just so strong, and his hitting mechanics are just right on target today. He's a real nightmare for the pitchers when he's got everything working like this.
Higuchi will be the batter. He doubled in his last plate appearance. Bases empty with nobody out. He throws. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Man, sometimes that four-seam fastball up and in can be the strikeout pitch.
One strike to count. Here's the next offering from Sanchez. The 1-1 pitch on the way. And it goes foul. Sanchez with his one. This one swung on and hit on a line. That one gets through and for a base hit. He stops at first with the single. Gonzalez will come to bat now. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Runner at first. First pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Well, he got fooled by the spin on this pitch. Couldn't pull the trigger on the high pitch.
Popped him up, way up there, near third base. Wright puts this one away for the out. Barrett will step in. He's 0 for 3 up to this point. With one out, there's a runner at first. Over to first, and he's back easily, but he made a dive just to make sure. He kicks, he throws.
This is a great pitch. He just caught the outside corner, and it's also up.
He delivers. Swing and a ground ball to third. Right, over to second for one. And they get 2. A great double play. The San Diego Padres pick up a run on the homer and add to their lead. 7th inning stretch time here in New York. San Diego has the lead 5-1. The numbers 3, 4, 5 spots, the big hitters due up. That's a strike. Well, Trout's going to have to take a much more defensive stance here rather than looking to launch one over the wall.
0-2, the pitcher's got him right where he wants him. He's got a lot of pitches to play with.
That one swung on and hit in the air to deep left field. Gone! A home run! Well, they're still down by 3, but that home run gets something going here, and they're hoping to keep it going.
Listen, when you're holding on to a lead late in the ball game, and you're on the mound, you've got to keep your team in the game.
So, making a fat pitch here that just was not a good idea.
Well, John, no way at this time of the ball game you're supposed to feel invincible. You still need to make good pitches to take this thing home.
Nobody out, nobody on. First pitch, here it comes. This is swung on and a liner. Green puts it away for the out.
This baby is smoke, but the shortstop's right there to glove it.
Wright will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Nobody on base with 1 out.
Man, this ballpark is really rocking. The home fans refuse to accept that a 3-run deficit means they're not going to win this ball.
This one's hit pretty well to deep left center field. He's got it! What a play!
This ball's hit pretty well, but he's able to range to his left and get to it in deep left center.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Good pitch. He's late on that one. It's 0-1. On one, Cliff Lee ready, delivers. Hit in the air to left center. Hairston makes the catch to retire the side. First pitch on the way. There's a swing and a drive deep right field. As this one hops the wall. He's still going. And he'll stop at third with a triple.
He's a good high ball hitter. He sees that pitch up in the zone and he whacks at it. As a pitcher, you've got to know the strengths and weaknesses of every guy you face.
Giles gets his third hit of the game, and I think that means we've got a power performer on our hands, Joe.
Well, he certainly had a hot bat today. 2 hits is already a good game, so in my books, anything beyond that is just icing on the cake.
A runner on third with nobody out. Slider swung out and missed. 0-1. He delivers. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. Wright picks it up, and he throws on to first for the out. 1 away. Khalil Green steps up to the plate. He's hitting above .330 in these clutch runners in scoring position at bats. Only 1 out, a runner on third. First pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That pitch is away. You can't try to pull it. Go the other way.
The pitch. Swing and a bouncer up the middle. Reyes. And bang! They slam right into each other.
John, as a pitcher, you hate to see these. He makes a good pitch, but this ball's just hit in the perfect location. And he's able to race down the line and beat it out.
1 out, man on first. Swing and a ball popped foul to the left side. The New York Mets with the right-hander getting ready in the bullpen.
There's a lefty on deck now, so I don't think he'll be getting the call for a little while yet.
And he sends this one in the air towards center. Beltran is right there, and he hauls it in.
He had a pitch to hit, but he's just a bit out in front, and he sends an easy fly to center for the out.
2 outs, a man on first. Here's the pitch. That swung on at a high fly ball to right. Church makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The San Diego Padres score a run on 1 hit, and they leave a man. Here come the Mets in the home half of the 8th. San Diego out on top, 6-2. It's the bottom. He swings and it's a fly ball to right field. Giles hasn't played perfectly as he puts this one away. Schneider will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike.
Man, that's a good live fastball. Perfect location. Down and away.
The pitch. Strike 2 at the knees. 0-2.
With 2 strikes, you got to swing at anything close.
Too low, and it's 1-2.
1-2 pitch coming.
Swung on and grounded towards the hole.
Kuzmanov.
And he throws to first in time for out number 2.
That's a nice throw by the third baseman to get the runner at first. That's why those third basemen have good arms. They have to use them on occasion.
Lee ready, delivers.
That's taken for a strike.
That's a great four-seam fastball. You can't be looking for anything else and swing at that pitch.
There's a swing and a liner to right center.
That should be a base hit. And with 2 down, they've got a man aboard here.
Well, John, I tell you, with the vast majority of big leaguers at the plate, that's a great pitch. But this guy's one of those rare breeds that actually has success hitting that pitch down and in.
First pitch on the way. Oh, and he can't catch up there. 0-1.
On 1, Cliff Lee ready, delivers.
With 2 strikes, you have to be more aggressive now.
Curveball, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That's a great pitch if you can start it outside and make it come over the edge.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way.
Well, he tried to get him to chase that backdoor pitch, but the guy laid off of it. Nice job by the hitter.
Now a throw over, a dive, but he's back in easily.
John, he likes to be aggressive on a 2-2 count as opposed to sitting back and allowing the pitcher to sneak one past him.
He's at the belt. Here's the 2-2 pitch. There he goes toward second.
Well, he didn't want to throw him a fastball. He went with the changeup, but he missed.
Castillo.
He's a switch hitter batting right-handed. 2 down, runners at first and second. He throws.
And he watches a cut fastball to start the at-bat for strike 1.
I think that pitch got there a lot quicker than he expected it to.
The pitch.
Ooh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Lays off that one just out of the zone, and it's 2-1.
He tried to bring that from the back door, but he missed with it, just hung out there.
He's at the belt. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's one popped foul to the left side. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch on the way.
One of the toughest pitches to pull is that pitch breaking down and in. A lot of guys will pull it foul or even try to go the other way. It's a tough pitch, great location.
And he's on the move for third. Struck him out, and that is strikeout number 8 so far. The Mets pick up no runs on a hit and leave 2 men on. We're through 8, 9th inning coming up. The Padres lead it 6-2.
The top of
and this is hit in the air to straightaway left. Gomez is in his tracks, and he makes the catch.
Sometimes you outthink yourself out there. They had the outfield playing deep, so he has a long way to go to get in and grab this one.
1 out, none on.
First pitch, here it comes. There's a swing and a bullet towards the hole. And an acrobatic catch. What a play.
John, we'll take a moment here to look at a replay. 2K Sports top play.
Reyes Gonzalez will dig in. He's had 1 hit and 4 trips. Bases empty, 2 down. On the way. Ground ball to short. Right. And he throws on to first. And the side is retired. And they don't make any noise this happening. On now to the bottom of the 9th. San Diego's out in front, 6-2. The 3, 4, 5 spots in the order coming up next. Swing and a fly ball. On 1, Cliff Lee ready, delivers. Here's one popped foul. Swung on and lined to right field. And it's up against the wall on a bounce. Hayes stops at second with a 2-bagger. Delgado will come to bat now. He's 1 for 3 in the game. No outs, runner at second. On the ground to second. Higuchi picks it up. Over to first for out number 1.
He does his job here. Gets the ball on the ground to the right side, and the runner moves over to third with 1 out.
Barrett really showed some incredible balance and throwing skills right there. I am very impressed, Joe, at how he was able to do this one.
Great play by the second baseman. I had to do this sometimes, but you're always weighing the options of settling down before you throw or throwing immediately. Sometimes you just have to throw it immediately or the play is already over. Here he made a terrific off-balance throw. The crowd is really rallying behind.
Betancourt is coming in now, and he'll be the new pitcher in this game. He's had 4 saves, but also 3 blown saves. It's hard to know what you're going to get this postseason when you bring him in.
That was a great performance by the starter. I might have let him continue, but you can't fault the decision to turn to the bullpen right here.
Now the 1-0 delivery from Betancourt. Swing and a miss by Wright. That evens up the count. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. He just couldn't catch up to that one. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Here's a swing and the ball popped up. Foul down the left field line. Here's the pitch. Line towards third and foul. Line foul towards third. Here's Betancourt with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Wright takes the ball. Now the count is even. He's ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He holds off in the curveball, and it's full. The 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. David Wright has been called out on strikes.
The catcher sets up down and away, and the pitcher hits the target perfectly. Strike 3.
Gomez is the batter. During the postseason, he's hitting only .200 with runners in scoring position. Man at third, 2 down. First pitch on the way. There's a swing and a ground ball. The pitch. He lays off the curveball. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. Now he's set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 1-2.
Here's the pitch.
And it's in there. Strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. The San Diego Padres
Claim the victory here, and now they are on the threshold. They can see the end of the tunnel. Their goal is within reach. They are just one victory away.
And John, these guys worked very hard to get to this point. And now they find themselves a win away from winning this series. That has to be gratifying.
Thank you, John. And one thing that really made things tough on the opposing hitters in this one was tremendous pitching. And Steve, I think we've got a lock for our Chevy player of the game.
Yeah, Cliff Lee took the ball and he took control of this game. He was just outstanding, working from the hill today, working the corners to the right-handed batters, and he pulled down the big W here.
And Steve, that's going to wrap up our broadcast here at Hardball Central.